Your cat has been your companion for years. You know their habits, their favorite spots, the way they curl up next to you at night. But what if I told you they might be quietly sending you a message you've been missing entirely? Most cats don't die suddenly. They warn us first. And most owners, through no fault of their own, simply don't know the signs. Stay with me, because what you're about to learn could save your cat's life.
Why cats hide illness and pain.
Before we get into the signs, you need to understand something crucial about your cat's nature, because it explains everything. Cats are instinctual survivors. In the wild, showing weakness means becoming a target for predators. So even after thousands of years of domestication, that ancient wiring is still deeply embedded. When a cat is sick, in pain, or dying, their instinct is to hide it. They're not trying to scare you. They're not being distant. They're doing what their DNA has told them to do for millions of years: protect themselves by appearing strong. This is why veterinarians often say cats are masters of disguise when it comes to illness. By the time a cat shows obvious symptoms, the disease is usually far more advanced than it would appear in a dog or even a human. So the signs we're about to cover, they're the ones that slip past even the most loving, attentive cat owners. Let's go through them one by one. What owners usually notice. Your normally social cat suddenly disappears for hours. They retreat under the bed, behind the washing machine, into the back of a closet, anywhere dark and enclosed. Some owners think their cat is just being independent. Oh, they're in a mood. But persistent withdrawal is different from normal aloofness. The biological reason. This behavior is called seeking a safe space to die in veterinary literature. When a cat's body is shutting down, they instinctively seek solitude and warmth. It's a deeply primal response. They feel vulnerable, and isolation feels safe. When it becomes dangerous. If your cat is hiding for more than 24 or 48 hours consistently, and especially if paired with any other sign on this list, take it seriously. Don't wait. What you should do: gently check on them without forcing interaction. Note how long this has been happening. Make a mental log, or better yet, a written one, of when it started and whether it's getting worse.
What owners usually notice. The food bowl sits full. The water dish goes untouched for hours or even a whole day. Sometimes owners try switching flavors, warming the food up, or hand feeding, and the cat still refuses. The biological reason. A dying cat's digestive system begins to slow down dramatically. Their organs, especially the kidneys and liver, can no longer process nutrients effectively. Eating may cause discomfort or nausea. The body is also conserving what little energy remains for basic survival functions. When it becomes dangerous, cats who don't eat for more than 24 to 48 hours are at risk of hepatic lipidosis, a life-threatening liver condition, and dehydration compounds every other organ problem. This is a medical emergency, not a picky eating phase. What you should do? Try offering water from a dropper or syringe if they won't drink. If your cat hasn't eaten in more than a day, call your vet. Not tomorrow, today. Now, a cat that won't eat will naturally have less energy. But the next sign goes beyond tired. It looks like the light is just going out.
What owners usually notice. Your cat barely moves. They used to jump to the windsill every morning. Now they can barely lift their head. Some cats seem glassy-eyed or unresponsive. They may not react when you call their name or even come to pet them. The biological reason. As the body's systems begin to fail, whether from organ disease, cancer, heart failure, or severe infection, the brain receives less oxygen-rich blood. Energy reserves are completely depleted. The cat is using every last bit of strength simply to breathe. When it becomes dangerous, any cat that can't stand, won't respond, or collapses when trying to walk needs emergency veterinary care immediately. These are signs of critical failure. What you should do? Don't dismiss unusual stillness as just sleeping a lot. If they aren't reacting to stimuli they normally would, and this has lasted more than a few hours, that's an urgent red flag. Lethargy changes how a cat moves, but the next sign changes how they look, and it's one that catches owners completely off guard. What owners usually notice: their cat's fur, once soft, clean, and sleek, looks dull, matted, or unkempt. There may be dried food around their mouth or fur that looks clumped or oily. Some cats develop a slightly unpleasant smell. The biological reason: grooming requires energy, flexibility, and the mental clarity to care about appearance. A dying cat has none of these. In the final stages of illness, self-maintenance is simply too taxing. This is particularly noticeable in cats who were previously fastidious groomers. When it becomes dangerous: a sudden, sustained change in grooming habits, lasting more than 2 to 3 days, should be flagged, especially in senior cats over age 10. What you should do? Gently help them by softly brushing their coat. This also gives you a chance to feel for any lumps, areas of tenderness, or weight loss beneath the fur. The coat tells you what's happening on the outside, but the next sign reveals something even more alarming: what's happening inside their chest.
What owners usually notice: their cat's chest heaves more than normal. They may breathe through their mouth, which is almost never normal in cats. Some owners notice a rasping, gurgling, or crackling sound. Others see the belly moving in and out with each breath rather than just the chest. The biological reason: labored breathing can indicate fluid accumulating around the lungs, pleural effusion, heart failure, severe anemia, or a tumor pressing on the airways. As the body weakens, the respiratory system is often one of the first to show visible strain. When it becomes dangerous, any open-mouth breathing in a cat, labored or rapid breaths, or audible sounds during breathing is a medical emergency. Do not wait to see if it improves. Go to a vet or emergency clinic immediately. What you should do: keep them calm and still. Don't force them to move. Get them to a vet as fast as possible. Breathing issues can deteriorate in minutes. Breathing changes are terrifying to witness. But the next sign, quieter, stranger, and often misunderstood, happens in the middle of the night. What owners usually notice: their cat, often an older one, starts crying, yowling, or moaning in a way they've never done before. It often happens at night. It's loud, repetitive, and sounds almost mournful. The biological reason: this can be linked to cognitive dysfunction, similar to dementia in humans, disorientation, severe pain, or neurological deterioration. Cats in pain cannot always localize where it hurts, and vocalization becomes their only outlet. Hyperthyroidism and kidney disease are also common culprits. When it becomes dangerous: if your cat is suddenly vocalizing frequently and this is new behavior, especially in a senior cat, it warrants a vet visit within 24-48 hours, not weeks. What you should do: keep a voice memo or video on your phone. Your vet may need to hear it. Rule out pain first, because pain is treatable, even in a dying cat. Your cat deserves comfort. They're telling you something with those cries, and the next sign is visible every single day, but easy to explain away. What owners usually notice: suddenly, when they pick up their cat, the animal feels shockingly light, almost hollow. Their spine becomes visible, their hip bones jut out. In long-haired cats especially, owners may not notice until the weight loss is severe. The biological reason: rapid weight loss indicates the body is consuming itself for fuel, a process called cachexia. It's a hallmark of cancer, chronic kidney disease, hyperthyroidism, and late-stage organ failure. The body is breaking down muscle and fat because it can no longer absorb nutrition properly. When it becomes dangerous, any cat losing more than 10% of their body weight in a short period, a few weeks, needs immediate evaluation. This is especially true in cats over age 8. What you should do: weigh your cat at home regularly, especially in senior years. A food scale works perfectly. Track the numbers. Sudden drops are never just getting older. Weight disappears gradually, but the final sign on our list happens suddenly, and it signals the body is entering its very last stages. Sign number 8, drop in body temperature and cold extremities. What owners usually notice: when they pet their cat, the paws feel ice cold, the ears are cold to the touch. The cat's body, which was always so warm to cuddle, now feels chilled, even in a warm room. The biological reason: in the final stages of dying, blood circulation begins to fail. The heart can no longer pump efficiently enough to warm the extremities. Blood is redirected to the body's core to protect the vital organs for as long as possible. Cold paws, cold ears, and a below normal body temperature are among the most definitive signs that a cat is in their final hours. When it becomes dangerous, this is a critical sign. A normal cat's body temperature is between 100.5 degrees Fahrenheit and 102.5 degrees Fahrenheit. Anything below 100 degrees Fahrenheit is serious. Cold extremities paired with any other sign from this list means your cat may have very little time. What you should do: wrap them gently in a warm blanket. Keep them comfortable. Contact your vet or emergency animal clinic immediately. Even if cure is impossible, palliative care can ease their passing significantly.
Here's what I want you to take away from this video. First, you are not failing your cat by not catching these signs earlier. Cats are evolutionarily designed to hide illness. Even vets, professionals who work with cats every day, are sometimes caught off guard. So please, let go of any guilt. Second, these signs are not a death sentence in every case. Hiding can be stress. Loss of appetite can be a passing stomach upset. Weight loss can be caught early and treated. The point of knowing these signs is not to panic, it's to act faster, before the window of treatment closes. Third, your vet is your most important partner. If you notice more than one of these signs, or if any single sign persists more than 24, 48 hours, call. Don't Google. Don't wait to see if it improves. Call your vet. A 5-minute phone consultation could give you answers that change everything. And finally, if you are watching this because you already suspect your cat is nearing the end, I want you to know the fact that you're here, learning, watching, caring this much, that means your cat is deeply, deeply loved. You are giving them the greatest gift an animal can receive, an owner who pays attention. If this video helped you, or if you have a senior cat at home, please hit that like button. It takes 1 second, and it helps this reach other cat owners who might need it right now. Subscribe if you want more videos about cat health, behavior, and how to give your pet the best possible life at every stage. We release new content every week. And drop a comment below. Tell me about your cat, their name, their age, their quirky little personality. I read every single one. Take care of yourselves and your cats. See you in the next one.